Hey, good morning, Eastern Oregon, and welcome to this March 12th version of AM Live on EOA. Your connection to Eastern Oregon. We're glad that you are here with us. If you want to find our content, go to EOA.network, and that takes you to a location where you can find all of our other locations, our Facebook and our Roku channel, our website, and YouTube page, and also where you can find all of this content in a podcast form on Spotify and such. So, hey, in just a little bit, we are going to have Angie Harris from La Grande Main Street, and she's going to be with us and talking about the Shamrock Shuffle. Say that 5 times.
I wouldn't. I mean, I don't know anything about running. Like, if you catch me running, you better run too.
That's
I
right.
can tell you that right
yeah,
now.
If you're running, you're running from something.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
I mean, I would walk it. That would be fun. But
Yeah.
I have a basketball tournament this weekend in Embler. It's going to be quite interesting. 8th grade and below girls basketball is very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm kidding.
8th grade. I wonder.
It's tough.
I wonder if Breyer's going to be there. Is it?
It's AA. I don't think it's put on by AAU. Somebody told me that it's like school teams, but I do know that Union, Embler, and Elgin is going to be there. I don't know about Cove.
Yeah.
Isn't she on a LeGrand team though?
No, I think she's on a Cove team.
I don't think so. I saw her with some LeGrand.
Okay,
teams.
well, so yeah, you probably.
Yeah. Well, it might be a.
Right,
I
yeah.
mean, they probably don't have enough
Yeah.
girls that age out
Yeah.
there to. It's probably a jam together
Yeah.
team, but I haven't heard anything about Cove, and I just heard from the people that contacted me who.
Yeah.
It'll be fun though. It'll be really fun. You see, Nancy the Guthrie, she's still missing 41 days.
Yeah, that's
It's a
crazy.
long time, man.
Yeah,
Like,
I didn't know if Savannah went back to work or not. I know that
I don't know.
Yeah, I know that she visited the show, that she's a part of and stuff. But
It's not looking good. I mean, 41 days is a long time.
No.
So,
that's an awful situation.
yeah, it is.
So
It is.
yeah, well, are you loving this rain, man?
No. But it's better than snow.
Well, yeah.
I'd
well,
much rather it rain
man,
than
and I'll
snow.
tell you, man, last night or yesterday, I don't know how much it rained, but it was a soaker. I mean, it was just like continual.
That's when you just stay inside if you can.
Yeah.
Stay in.
Well, I'm sure that I'm sure that the farmers are loving the moisture.
I mean, I know we need it.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's better than snow for me.
Yeah.
Because the worst part about snow is just it sneaks up on you, and then you have to do all the extra stuff in order to be mobile.
Yeah.
It's slippery. I don't like it slippery out there. I just want to bebop along and not worry about slipping and falling on my ass. You know what I mean?
I was watching a social media video the other day, and it was somebody way up high on something, and they're looking down over, and I thought of you. It's like you would freak out.
I think I've told this story, but one time I took the kids we used to spend a lot of time at the Oregon coast, and we went to Cape Perpetua, and it's like way up, it's a cape.
Yeah.
And I got about 15 feet from the edge, because you can walk down there.
Yeah.
And I started getting the wah-wahs. Like, I was getting dizzy, and I was like, nope, I'm staying here. You guys go ahead. My wedding party rode the gondola at Wallowa Lake, and I stayed at the bottom by myself when I got married.
Well,
Yeah. Not doing it. It's
Nope.
not worth it to me.
when did that start? You remember, like, when you're like, no.
It's been since childhood, because I remember not wanting to get on ladders. Like, I have no interest. If God wanted us to be in the air, we would have wings.
You would do something, yeah.
We would have wings. So, and gravity is not kind to people my size either. I mean, it hurts when you fall.
Yeah.
So, no, I'm not doing it.
Oh, that's funny. All right. Well, hey, you want to do sports?
Let's do it.
All right.
And Sports Report brought to you by Northwest Furniture and Mattress. Style that draws you in, comfort that stays with you. Explore handcraft pieces from Flex Steel Designed for real life and built to last. Available now at Northwest Furniture and Mattress. Big red rocking chair on Elm off Adams in LeGrand. Congratulations first off to the Imbler girls and the Union boys basketball teams. They both got second this weekend at the state championships, the 2A state championships out in Baker, 1A state championships, excuse me. I would assume because both teams have a lot of young kids on them, I'm going to go ahead and assume and say right now that they're probably going to be right back in the mix next year looking for a state championship. Union hasn't had one since 1949, and they had a chance this year. They just came up a little bit short in that state title game, and I'll be rooting for them for sure. LHS boys basketball plays today at 1:30 in the quarterfinals versus number one Scappoose. Man, this boys team, they've consistently gotten better all year. In the beginning, I was kind of, like iffy about them. I thought for sure, like that they were going to be better than they have in the past. The Abbott brothers moved into town, and they just made the team better overall. But just the growth that I've seen out of this team has been crazy. I mean, they have a good chance at knocking off number one today, and that would be amazing. That gets them into hardware, so we'll see what happens right there. And then they released all the awards. I'm not going to list them all. I put them up on social media for everybody to see. But I am going to say that I don't disagree with GOL awards very often, but the Coach of the Year for the boys this year, and the coaches vote for this, and I don't know how this happens, but they voted Kevin Attila, who's a LeGrand kid. He's the head coach in Ontario. But the problem in my mind for that is that sets a precedent for not giving the Coach of the Year to the coach of the team that wins the league. And that's the first time it's happened in a long time. I mean, Jabron Jones was the Coach of the Year the last 3 years in a row. Baker's been dominant in the GOL. Sean Brooks, LeGrand's coach, should have been the GOL Coach of the Year. And I feel like he got robbed for that. And I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Kevin Attila. Great guy, great coach. But if you look at the past and the way things have gone in the GOL, they've always pretty much given Coach of the Year to the team that wins the league. And Brooks won his first GOL title ever this year. He's never gotten Coach of the Year, and they still didn't give it to him. And I feel like that's completely wrong. You know what I mean? So Brooks is my GOL Coach of the Year for sure. LHS spring sports have gotten practices rolling. LHS baseball is number 8 in the preseason coaches poll, while GOL rival Pendleton comes in at number 3. The softball poll should be coming out anytime in the next few days. EOU has decided to no longer have women's lacrosse. And I mean, I hate to say this, but I think it was common. The reality of it is it just didn't get any feet here. It didn't sink in. You know what I mean? It's a rural community. Lacrosse is like growing up. I know lacrosse was like kind of the rich kids' sport, and it just didn't ever grab on here. And so now we have to think about what is going to replace it because of Title IX. And EOU hasn't made any announcements on what they're going to do, whether it's drop a men's program, add a women's program. But I have a post up on social media right now where it asks the question, what sport do you think EOU should bring to town for the women? So if you have a chance, get on there and talk about it. There's been quite a bit of talk about it. This women's lacrosse team, this will be their last year, and their final senior day will be this Saturday up at Community Stadium versus Whitworth at 2 p.m. EOU women's basketball has their opening round of the NAIA National Tournament tomorrow in Mitchell, South Dakota versus the College of the Ozarks. That game will be a 7:45 p.m. Central Time tip. And then the men's basketball team has their opening round tomorrow as well in Langston, Oklahoma versus LSU Alexandria. That game tips at 7 p.m. Central Time. So good luck to the Mountie basketball teams. EOU women's wrestling is in Wichita, Kansas this weekend for the women's national tournament. That's going to be awesome. I think EOU has 5 or 6 girls, or women, that qualified for the national tournament, and they should make a little bit of noise. AM Sports Report brought to you by Northwest Furniture and Mattress. They want to make you comfortable in your own home.
All right. Thanks, Ben.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look outside, Bennett. And it's rainy. It's drizzly this morning. And then let's look at the weather going forward here. So 46 today is the high. A 3 degree difference between the high and the low today.
Not much.
And 79% chance of rain. Is that what that says? And then going forward, you can kind of see the weather there.
No snow through the weekend. That's good.
Yeah, it looks like Monday and Tuesday of next week is supposed to be warming up above
73?
60s. Yeah,
on
that's crazy.
Tuesday, that's spring.
Yeah,
It's damn near summer.
I think spring might have shown up, maybe.
I'm okay for it.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Well, hey, we're glad that you guys are here. We're going to take a quick break, and we will be back with Angie Harris from LeGrand Main Street downtown, talking to us about the Shamrock Shuffle. We'll be right back. All right, we're back with Angie Harris. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
So, thanks for joining us and jumping in with us this morning. So, you are on the LeGrand Main Street downtown.
I was on the board. I am now on the promotions committee, and
Oh.
I race direct this event. Yeah.
So, and for those, I mean, I was part of LeGrand Main Street for a long time. That's kind of our downtown association.
Correct.
That's different from Chamber of Commerce,
Correct.
Union County Chamber of Commerce.
Correct. They get
Yeah.
confused a
Yeah.
lot.
Yep. Yep. And we served on the board. I think I was on my way out as you were coming in.
think that's right.
Yeah. Yeah. And so we've served on the board together for a year or so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, cool. Well, tell us about and so this is your fourth year you've
This
done
is
this?
the fourth annual Shamrock Shuffle.
Yeah.
When I came onto the board in early 2023, they were talking about events to do, what to bring the community together, bring people downtown, get them to stay downtown, spend their money, support local. And I said, can we do a Shamrock Shuffle? There used to be a 5K race that happened every year from another nonprofit organization. And I don't know what happened to it, but I just think it would be a great thing. And, well, me and my big mouth. And we started, our executive director at the time was very much an event planner, and she and I worked very well together and got this event happening. It starts and finishes in front of the Main Street office on Depot in downtown LeGrand between Washington and Adams. Our goal was, okay, how much of the Main Street boundary can we use? I don't want people to just run laps in downtown LeGrand. Like,
Right.
That's not awesome, right?
Right.
But it does run a lot of the Adams Avenue in parts of the course past local businesses as much as possible, and then through neighborhoods around. And then after the event is over, if you take your bib number that you use in the race, there are local businesses who will offer you a discount on race day after
cool.
after the race. So
Cool.
it was a huge success the first year. I was delighted. We had about 125 runners the first year, which was a lot for a local race. And every year since, we've been well over the 250 mark.
Oh,
So
wow.
as of this morning, I checked before I came here, I have 270 people entered to run.
Wow.
So,
That's awesome.
yeah.
And so where do they run?
So as I said, so there's a 5K and a 10K. For people who don't run, a 5K is 3.1 miles, a 10K is 6.2 miles. Don't worry, Dodds, we're not pulling you in. Don't worry.
It's not a marathon, but it's like
It is not a marathon. A marathon is 42 K. So, so the 10K starts. They both start and finish in front of the Main Street office, and I run them down Washington to First just to get into that full Main Street boundary, and then back on Adams, and then I send them out Second Street, over the viaduct, over the freeway, past the fairgrounds, onto Black Hawk Trail. They do a little out and back on Owsley Canyon Road, back on Black Hawk towards Spruce. They turn right on Spruce, and then they go into Riverside Park, and on that little path, go across the river, and the path along the river back on May Lane, turn left on Spruce, and they run Spruce all the way back in under the underpass. They turn right on Adams and run all the way down Adams and do a little loop, and then finish again on Depot in front of the Main Street office. The 5K, again, starts and finishes in the same place. They go down Washington, but they turn left on Second and go up past the middle school soccer field, past the high school, turn left on C Avenue, and then left on 6th Street, past Eastern Oregon University, down the hill. When you get to Spring, they turn right and then hook on to Washington. Right when you get to Island, turn left, and then turn left again on Adams, and then they run all down Adams and then finish on Depot.
Cool. And people can walk also.
Oh, 100%. I have people who participate in this event with every intention and fitness level. I've had EOU cross-country runners. My 10K winner last year actually won the Portland Marathon. So I have really sort of competitive athletes that come out. And then I also have people who, it's their very first 5K ever. I talked to a woman on the phone a couple of weeks ago that she said, your event is on my bucket list. It's my first 5K ever, and this is what I want to do. How do I get entered? And so everything in between, moms with babies and strollers that are walking it. So everybody gets the same celebration when they come across the finish.
Cool. And what if they want to do something shorter than 5K? Is that an option?
That is not an option. Yeah,
Okay.
5K, 10K.
Okay. So, but can they enter and go as far as they can, or what?
I mean, if you choose, but we do have chip timing. So as long as it takes, like, we will be there as long as it takes for
Right.
you to finish. If it takes you an hour and a half to walk the 5K, I will be there with a microphone celebrating you as long as it takes you to get there. Eric from Eastern Oregon Sports Training in Athena brings his chip timing system over.
And what is that? Is
So
it
that is, they start the clock when it goes off, and then there's a chip on your bib.
Oh, interesting.
And
Okay.
so when you finish, it gives you an official time versus somebody standing there with a stopwatch
Yeah,
and trying
which
to
maybe
keep track of
yeah.
all that stuff. How do you do that for 250
Right,
people, you
right.
know? So, and then you can get a little printout at the end with your time on it. And then we have prizes that we give to the first, second, and third place female and male in both events. And then I acknowledge the age group category winners as well.
So the 5K, what'd you say, 3.2 miles?
3.1, yes.
3.1. So then, so the encouragement is, even if you walk, which you can walk about, you should be able to walk that in about an hour.
You should be, yeah.
Right? So, yeah. So,
And we have, everybody's always worried about getting lost, right? Like
Right.
they're concerned, I ramble on, tell them where the course is,
Right.
and they're worried about getting lost. It's marked, first of all, I mark it on the ground with flour, which will be an adventure because it's supposed to rain, but we'll figure it out. So there's markings on the ground, but then I also have volunteers. Well, they might be voluntold, but the EOU student athletes from the football team and the women's wrestling team, I have them on corners directing traffic. The LeGrand Police Department stops traffic for me on 4th and Washington when my big herd of humans heads out so that we can keep everybody safe and make sure they're going in the right direction.
Yeah.
Is there an app?
There's not an app.
There's not.
We are not that advanced
I wonder,
yet.
is there an app for that kind of stuff?
For what?
There probably is, right?
For what?
Like an app that will,
People
you know,
can-
like bigger marathons, like where.
Oh,
or
sure. Like
bigger
if they wanted to
5Ks.
program, I have the course. I've mapped it out on Map My Run. They could download it to
Oh, you
their
could.
to
Yeah,
their
yeah,
watch.
yeah. That's what I
Absolutely.
meant.
Like if you had a
Yeah.
Garmin watch or something, absolutely, people have done that without. And I will have paper maps too. There's always people that are so concerned about
I mean,
getting,
I'm sure there's always people that
getting
get
lost. I have had a hand. It's my biggest fear. I have had a handful of people that have missed a corner or something, and because of that, I now have a person standing
At the
on that corner making sure that does not happen. One of them was a teenager who just he's like, I don't know what I was doing. I knew where the course was. I said, I don't know what you were doing either, but he completely went the wrong way.
So, so you have a flower trail?
Yeah, my dad and I mark it. We call them breadcrumbs. So there's just white dots for you to follow along. And
That's brilliant, though.
Arrows and, well, I grew up as the child of a runner. My dad has run oodles and gobs of marathons and ultra marathons, and so this was his idea because it's biodegradable. We don't have to go back and clean it up.
Right.
It blows away. It dissolves. And so it's what
But
I have
it's
always
not
used.
rain resistant.
It's not rain resistant. So although it's interesting because we'll mark the course, it's dry and it will rain, and 2 weeks later those arrows and those dots are still on
Yeah,
the
'cause it
ground.
hardened-
I'm
it-
like,
it-
what?
it-
And so
it
I'm like, it's
turns
just going to be
into dough.
clay. It's just going to turn into clay. It's going to stick. We'll see. Yeah.
It's become little pieces of bread.
We'll find out.
Well, awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So tell us how do people get involved and what do they? Yeah.
If you want, that's a great question. There's several different ways. If you want to register for the race, you absolutely still can. I will not have a t-shirt for you on race day, but you can go to the LeGrand Main Street website. The link is there. There's also a Facebook event. If you just search 4th Annual Shamrock Shuffle, it'll pop up. The registration link is there. You can also register on race day. Again, I won't have a t-shirt for you, but please come and participate. If you want to come and cheer on these runners, 2nd Street, 6th Street, anywhere on Adams, come and stand, clap, be a part of the event. I've had people who live on 2nd Street make signs and come out on the course and cheer for the people running past their house. I'm never going to say no to volunteers to help on the course, making sure people are going the right direction. I have tremendous sponsors that have been involved every year, businesses, local businesses and organizations that really help to make this possible. And if you have a child that is 12 years or younger, you can register them for the event for free.
Cool.
What does it cost if they're over 12?
That's a great question. So the 5K is $30 and the 10K is $50.
And where's the money go?
It goes to LeGrand Main Street. We're a 501(c) nonprofit.
So it's just, it goes into a general fund
Exactly.
for the Grand Main Street.
Well, and so then while we're talking about that, let's talk about the fundraising, what that does.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of people don't know that LeGrand Trick or Treat downtown, the Twilight Parade, Christmas Parade, and tree lighting,
And the ball drop.
and ball drop. All of those are
And Crazy Days.
And Crazy Days. Thank you. Yeah, all of those are LeGrand Main Street events.
Correct.
And they involve costs.
Yes.
And then another thing that a lot of people don't understand is that the LeGrand Main Street is like a class 4. It's a performing, I forget the title, but it's a performing Main Street because it has a full-time executive director.
Yes.
The city of LeGrand contributes some money to make that happen.
Yes.
And then LeGrand Main Street raises money in order to pay those expenses and fill out the budget for the rest of the year. But the benefit over the last 10 years has been phenomenal because since LeGrand Main Street is a performing Main Street, then that makes LeGrand, all of LeGrand, gives them the opportunity to apply for historic restoration grants.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I think that in the last, those grants normally come in $200,000 chunks, and I think that we're probably at the $1 million mark that has come money from LeGrand Main Street or the State Historic Restoration whatever that is. But that money has come in and has been a part of restoring buildings in
Yes,
downtown LaGrange.
absolutely.
Yeah.
If you've watched any of the restoration that has happened to what was the Meridell Center,
Right.
that is all facade, not all, that's a lot of
Right.
facade grant money. The Boning Camp building where the Mountain Works is and the apartments that went in above that, that is facade grant money as well. There is facade grant money that has gone into where Nate Conklin's insurance business is, and the renovation that's happening for the food truck pod that is going in there
Yeah.
is money from us too.
And there's a difference, a little bit of a distinction. There's a difference between facade grant money and this historic restoration money. So the city of LaGrange has funds for businesses who want to they want to just redo the front of their building. And that is facade money. This other money, and those facade grants are $20,000 or something like that. This money that we're getting for these restorations that you're talking about, they're like a couple $100,000, and who the apartments above tapped that. That was one of the original grants.
Okay.
Yeah.
NK West.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Is what are the apartment?
I think it's NK West. I don't
I'm
know.
not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Anyhow,
not sure. Yeah, but
it's a significant amount of money.
Yeah, LaGrange Main Street, we have to fundraise to support the events that bring vibrance and vitality to
Right.
our downtown. And previously, the Beer Fest was our big fundraiser.
Right.
That event has dwindled for a lot of reasons and has gone away. And the Shamrock Shuffle has become LaGrange Main Street's largest fundraiser.
Oh, that's
So,
awesome. How
yeah.
much money approximately?
Between sponsorships and registrations, after costs, we're clearing between about $6,000 and $10,000.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah.
Well, awesome. Do you want to? So we have a new executive director.
We do.
Yeah,
Allison,
and I have
she's
not met her yet.
fantastic.
Yeah.
She's great. I've only met her a handful of times. She has been very busy
Yeah.
since she has started, but she has a lot of experience in grant writing and that sort of networking and arena that has been really fantastic. So
Yeah.
I'm excited for the organization as a whole.
Yeah. And we have not met her yet.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you should. If she wants to come on the show, please be sure.
It was funny. She got the email from you guys, and she said, "I think you should do this," because she's very new, and there's nobody that knows more about the Shamrock Shuffle than
Yeah.
I do, as it was my idea and it's my baby.
Yeah.
It's pretty much me that makes it happen.
Well, and people, generally people don't understand that. There's some longtime board members that have been on the board.
Yes, Mary Ann
And-
Meisner.
Yeah. Mary Ann was on almost from the beginning, and she is, as we've had transitions in executive directors, she's kind of kept the doors open
Very
and kept
much.
things going,
Yeah.
and you have been on the board. Sean Rastine is now on the board. He was on in the early days with me, and then he went off for a while, and now he's back on. And but all of those people, they just serve a vital need.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And everybody brings what they do in terms of skill set to the board. My skill set is much better in this capacity to organize an event like this and bring people together versus, talking about facade grants. Like it's just not where my
It's all right.
skill set is meant to be. I'm way better out there taking the microphone from our MC and cheering for people, and yeah.
Well, and it's really important for, that is our downtown association, and it's important for us to have a downtown association.
Absolutely.
Because there are events like the Trick or Treat or Crazy Days or what. It takes a lot of manpower in order
Absolutely.
to make those things happen.
Absolutely.
And they have been, as much as we worked on branding and so on and so forth, there's still a lot of people that don't know that Crazy Days is a Main Street
Yeah.
event or,
Yeah.
some of these different things. And so And so business owners being involved in the board and in those events, those are the things that keep the downtown connected to LeGrand Main Street.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, well, hey, thank you.
My pleasure.
So much.
I was grateful to have the
Yeah.
opportunity.
Anything else? Do you know what's this the next event that you guys? I mean, is there
Crazy
anything
Days
else
is
you
the
want to
next
mention?
one.
What's
Crazy
that?
Crazy Days is the next one. If you own a downtown business and you are not a part of LeGrand Main Street, I would highly encourage that you get involved. If you have things that you want to see done, that's the best way to do it. We're always looking for volunteers. It takes a lot of manpower for this event to happen. In particular, I'm really grateful for the businesses who have sponsored LeGrand Police Department, Eastern Oregon University, that gives me their student athletes to help, and the people that step up. Once you come down and feel the energy that happens at the start finish of the Shamrock Shuffle, it's something that people want to continue to be involved in, has been my experience. So
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for filling us in.
My pleasure.
And being here this morning. So
I would like to invite you each to participate next year. I will comp you an entry if you choose to come and walk. You do not have to run. You can shuffle. You can shuffle the whole way if you wish. Start to finish. I will comp you an entry if you come down.
I'll commit to it.
Oh! You heard it here first, people. You
will.
heard it here first. Where's
I'm
the
not
camera?
gonna run. I'll
You do
walk.
not have to run. Not one
I'll commit to
step
it.
do you have to run. You
I'll do
can
it.
walk the whole way.
I'll do it.
All right.
so this Saturday, at what time?
The 10K starts at 9 o'clock.
Okay.
The 5K starts at 9:30. I would like to say, if you are driving on 2nd Street, on 6th Street, down Adams Avenue on Saturday morning, please be aware there's going to be about 300 people that are running, walking, milling about. Just be aware.
Yeah.
That is my ask.
Yeah.
I mean, they should be being aware of it.
I little
There's
extra.
a lot of kids that live
Yes,
in those
little
like-
extra. There's a lot of kids
Yeah.
as a result of. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the Soul Kids program. It's an after-school running program that happens in the fall, but it has really cultivated a lot of kids who really enjoy running, which is part of why I wanted to offer them free entry
Well,
to
I mean, it
our
doesn't-
race.
It doesn't hurt when you win state championships in cross country.
It helps.
either.
It helps. That
pumps up
Brooke
kids as well.
Perry, she's entered in my race. So
I'm sure she is.
yeah.
Well, and before we quit,
Yes.
let's talk real quick about the people your age
Yes.
that were in high school here that have kind of conglomerated, because yeah, and so you and Kyle were within a year of each other.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And then Corinne Brajati
Yes.
was in there. Corinne
Yes.
Brajati,
Yes.
yeah.
My age.
Yep.
Yeah, and Cody Bowen,
Yeah, he was a year
He's-
ahead of me. He's
Yeah, a
95.
couple years ahead.
Sean Ristine.
He was a year
My age.
behind.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, and I mean, I'm just so thankful for you guys. I mean, and you've come back and you've invested in the community, clearly.
Yeah.
And
I
you know,
love this little town. Like
Yeah.
that is part of why
Me too.
I wanted to start an event like this is because it's a really beautiful way to bring the community together. When you are literally shoulder to shoulder with your neighbors doing something hard, pushing your body, moving yourself outside, it really solidifies that community feeling and solidarity, and to do that in a health-focused way that really fortifies this community, I was all about it, and that's why why the Shamrock Shuffle exists.
awesome. Yeah, Bennett, there's our reel right there. So,
And the part where Dodzy committed to going next year.
No, keep that out of there. We're gonna delete that as soon as we get a like. Then cut that out.
all right. Hey, thanks so much. Yeah, you want to guess out of
Yeah.
here?
On this day, March 12th, 1894, Coca-Cola is sold in bottles for the first time in a candy store in Vicksburg, Mississippi. 1951, on this day, Dennis the Menace is first appears in a British comic magazine, The Beano. 2012, The Hunger Games, directed by Francis Lawrence and starring Jennifer Lawrence, premieres in Los Angeles. And then 2021, researchers, scientists say the world has likely reached peak twin, with more twin births than ever before. 1.6 million twins born per year, which is 1 in 42. That's pretty high. The number one movie in America on this day in 1996 is The Birdcage. And the quote of the day comes from Mr. Robin Williams in honor of the birdcage. Seize the day, because believe it or not, each and every one of us in this room is one day going to stop breathing. One more time. Seize the day, because believe it or not, each and every one of us in this room is one day going to stop breathing.
All right. Hey, thank you, Angie.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you guys for being here.
Yep.
So next Tuesday, new LeGrand Police Chief Jason Hayes will be right here with us in the studio.
LHS basketball today at 1:30. It's on NFHS if you got it. So get in there and cheer these boys on.
Yep. All right. Thank you, guys.